All right, let's get things cooking. Yo, welcome to another episode of Cooking on the Street. I am your culinary raconteur, Jimmy the Finger. That's my AKA. To my close friends, I'm just Jimmy. Just Jimmy, and you get to keep all your fingers. Why aren't you laughing? Sorry about that. I get a little edgy sometimes. It's tough being the bon vivant when you owe Polly Noodles 10 grand. This boy's looking for you. Okay then, in our last episode, we discussed the different types of appliances you can use in the event of an attack. The electric knife, you got your frying pan, you got your bowling pin, and if your attack is underwater, you have your toaster and other electrical accessories. In today's episode, I'd like to get away from the appliances and talk about the different types of foods you can use in the event of an attack. Foods that are A, good for you, B, delicious to eat, and C, can cause great bodily injury to your attacker. Today, we're going to make a lobster bisque. And you may want to know what the word bisque means, or the word origin, or the Latin root, or hey, look it up! What do I look like? A dictionary? Sorry about that again. My girlfriend goes around saying, somebody's got a temper. Oh, I meant to say my ex-girlfriend. We broke up last month. Something about my fear of commitment. Fear of commitment? I don't have a fear of commitment. It's just, if we got married and a year later, I don't like it, can I get out of it? Alright then, let's light our stove. I'm starting with some peanut oil. And I like to use peanut oil. And I use peanut oil because it has a boiling point that's higher than any other oil, vegetable or olive. You throw a hot pot of peanut oil at some wise guy attacker, and he'll be missing some bada boom from his bada bing. Alright then, let's chop up some garlic. I hear garlic is very good for your cholesterol. A lot of Mediterranean countries use garlic instead of salt. We do that in Italy too. Oh, but before I put the garlic in, I always like to rub my hands, because a little garlic to the attacker's eyes will blind him for a few seconds. Enough time for me to get to that's right, 12-inch knives. Alright, we're gonna saute the garlic there. A nice Spanish word for you all. Alright then, that looks nice. So next thing you can do is add some spices. And unfortunately, spices are not that useful in the case of an attack, but they do add taste to your meal. Some cloves, some oregano, some thyme. If you've got the time. I always say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. A little prison humor I'm throwing in there. Always good to laugh when you're doing a nickel in Greenhaven. And maybe some rosemary if you got them. Alright then. For our next part, I'm going to add in my deer stock. I have here 2 cups of fresh deer stock. And I like to use deer stock, especially when I'm driving fast through Dutchess country. Waste not, want not, right? Oh, but remember, fresh deer stock, it don't keep for more than 2 hours. So if you're driving and you accidentally hit a deer and you live more than 60 miles from the side of the collision, it's best you just leave them by the side of the road. Give them back to nature. The predatory animals know what to do. And if you don't have any chicken, any deer stock, chicken or beef will do fine. To an attacker, any boiled pot of liquid ain't good. Alright then, that looks very nice. Now, are we ready for my favorite part of the recipe? Time to add in our lobster. What was that? Are you some sort of animal activist or something? You don't want me throwing him in the pot? If I club him first and then throw him in, does that make it okay? Does that make me a humane human? Whoa! What's going on? Who threw that watermelon? Emerald, was that you? Polly Noodles! I'm sorry, Polly, but I don't have your money. Maybe you could take some of the cooking appliances? The food processor alone is worth over $200. Whoa, Polly! Enough with the flying fruit. I'm getting tired of that. Oh, I have a lobster, and I'll use it too. have a very special guest, a Mr. Martin Scorsese. Now, I'm a big fan of Mr. Scorsese's movies, so please join us when he teaches us how to make his famous all-meat casserole. And hey, what kind of meat? I'm not telling. I'm Jimmy the Finger. This is Cooking on the Street. Cook safe.